Welcome to the kitchen of Ebony Ivy Thyme. I'm Leona, and tonight we're going to be putting together three dinners that I just know your family is going to love. So let's get started. During the colder months, we'll say the chillier months, that what I really like to do is to always make sure that I have some type of nice warm soup that I can prepare a nice slow cooker full of, and then we're able to have some for that night, put some away, and have it in the freezer ready for one of those nights when we just may not feel like cooking. And that's what we're doing today. We're working on a delicious split pea soup. So I'm going to add some pieces of ham that I had left over from the holiday, and we're going to add those in, and then we'll take a look at the rest of the ingredients. Now, of course, we're using our four-part budget formula. And the nice thing is that we're starting with our protein, we had our ham, and we combined it with the split peas. Now, what that does is that it gives us about 25 to 35 grams of good protein. Now, we could have left the ham out and kept it vegetarian, and then you would have gotten anywhere between 7 to 10 grams of protein. So, either way it goes, it's a decent amount of protein for your body. Did you know that split pea soup is actually a combination of being your protein as well as your bulk builder? So you're taking care of two categories when you prepare it. Now let's move on to our next recipe. We're going to put together a delicious seafood Mediterranean. Now, all of the ingredients have purposely been listed early in this section because of the fact that there are quite a few things that you need. Now, I picked up all of this at Aldi's. That included the quinoa, that included the seafood, that included all the vegetables, as well as any other things that we might have needed. So, you will be able to see everything and know exactly what you need, because once you start this in your pot, you're going to find that it comes together so quickly. And tonight we're going to be using a skillet. I'm going to be using some garlic oil. And what I did was to heat the garlic oil up for a few minutes in the microwave. And then I dropped in a large, very large handful of garlic. And I've let that sit for several days outside on the counter with the top. And once it sat and I could just took the top off, smelled really good. Then I put it into the refrigerator where it stays. Now, of course, you're going to see that there's a viscosity change because of the fact that you're putting it into the refrigerator where it's going to get cold. But that garlic oil is going to be absolutely delicious. So we're just going to pour a little bit of that into our skillet because we want the flavor. Quinoa needs liquid in order to cook, and we have about 2 cups of quinoa in our skillet. So first we're going to saute it just a little bit in all of the seafood leavings that's down in the bottom of the skillet. We're going to add tomatoes, and then we're going to rinse that can out with the tomato water and add a little bit extra liquid and get all of this into a nice bubble. Once we've done that, we'll start to add the veggies and bring the seafood back in at the end. Now, this particular seafood Mediterranean skillet is one that is very adaptable. You can add whatever kind of seafood that you have. You could add mussels, you could have lobster, you could have other types of just regular fish, whatever is available. Now, we have one more recipe that we're going to take a look at tonight. And so don't leave because we're going to be cooking up something that is absolutely delicious. For those of you who are new homemakers, you probably haven't realized the fact that onions, carrots, and celery should always be a part of your grocery shopping list. And if you prep them in advance, then you can sprinkle them all throughout the week in any recipe that you may use. So, have those onions, carrots, and celery, and I promise you, you're going to have the start of an amazing dish. I guess you can tell that I love seafood because the next recipe that we're putting together is a seafood bisque. And we are going to make our own homemade fish broth because we need to have that fishy, seafoody flavor in our bisque. So let's get it started. We are making our homemade seafood stock. And what we're doing is that I've saved up a lot of shrimp shells and any other seafood shells that you may have. If you put those in your refrigerator and save those and collect those just like you do when you're saving all of your vegetable ends and pieces for in order to make vegetable stock or chicken stock. And so we're doing the exact same thing, but the only difference is we're making it seafood based. And I've placed about 4 cups of water into this pot and added all the seafood pieces and scraps. And we're going to boil that, make it come to a really solid, heavy boil. I'm going to add just a tad bit of that onion into it just to give it a little extra flavor, a little bit of pepper, and because we want it to really be well seasoned. Now, you could actually add some obey in just to give it a little more seafood pop, but you may want to wait and see what your seafood and everything is going to taste like a little bit closer to the end. So hold on the obey at this point. Our celery, our onions, and our carrots are going in. Celery, onions, and carrots. And I'm going to add in our onions. Okay, that's in. I'm going to let all that come back up to a boil. And let that get nice and hot and happy. Nora's has what's called shrimp bouillon. So I'm going to put in a cube of shrimp bouillon into this because it's going to give this base. I'll use 2. I'm going to start with 1. These three dinners that your family will love are those that you can put on repeat and have every month. And you know, the nice thing is that we're using that four-part budget meal formula, which just helps to bring your dinner together quickly. Notice one pot and everything is done. So there's not a lot of cleanup, and you can even prepare most of these in advance or even in a slow cooker. So I hope you have enjoyed being in the kitchen with me tonight. I have certainly enjoyed having you here. And if you have any suggestions or perhaps some other recipes that you'd like for me to prepare, let me know in the comments. Probably use two. I'm going to start with one.